She kept stealing my charger, so I upgraded. My roommate Sarah had one rule she lived by. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is also mine. It started small. A hair tie here, a snack there. I let it slide because confrontation wasn't my thing. Then she discovered my phone charger. I'd come home from work and find my phone dead because she'd unplugged it to charge hers. Every single time. I bought a second charger. She took that one too. I hid one in my dresser drawer. She found it within 3 days. I asked her nicely to stop. She laughed and said I was being dramatic. I bought a charging cable with my name written on it in Sharpie. She used it anyway and told me markers wash off. I started keeping my charger in my car. She went into my car and took it while I was sleeping. 7 chargers in 2 months. All gone. I talked to our other roommate, Jason, about it. He just shrugged and said that's just how Sarah is. Apparently, everyone was supposed to accept her behavior because she'd been doing it for years. That's when I decided to stop being nice. I went online and found exactly what I needed. A USB data blocker. It's a small device that fits between your charger and your phone. Completely blocks data transfer. Only allows power through. People use them at airports to prevent hackers from stealing information through public charging stations. But I wasn't worried about hackers. I was worried about what Sarah did every night at 11 p.m. See, Sarah had a boyfriend named Ryan, and every night at exactly 11 p.m., she'd plug in her phone, set it on her nightstand, and let her photos automatically back up to the cloud while she slept. Her whole camera roll, every picture, every screenshot, every memory. She'd been doing this ritual for 3 years, never missed a night. I bought the data blocker. Then I bought a brand new charger, bright pink, impossible to miss. I left it plugged into the wall right next to my bed with the data blocker already attached. Then I waited. 2 days later, the pink charger vanished. I smiled and said nothing. A week passed. Then 2. Sarah was using my pink charger every single night, completely unaware that her photos weren't backing up. Her phone showed it was charging. The little lightning bolt appeared. Everything looked normal, but nothing was transferring. 3 weeks in, Sarah dropped her phone in the toilet. She screamed so loud I thought someone died. I walked out of my room pretending to be concerned. What happened? My phone. She was crying. It won't turn on. All my photos. Did you back them up? She nodded frantically. Every night. They should all be in the cloud. We went to the phone store together. The employee tried everything, but the phone was completely dead. Water damage had destroyed it. Sarah wasn't worried though. She kept saying her photos were safe in the cloud. 3 years of memories, thousands of pictures. The employee helped her log into her cloud account on a store display phone. Her face went white. The last backup was from 3 weeks ago. Everything after that was gone. Every photo from her sister's wedding. Every picture from her vacation to Hawaii. Every screenshot of conversations with Ryan that she'd been saving. Gone. How is this possible? She was shaking. I backed up every single night. I watched it charge. The employee shrugged. Charging and backing up aren't the same thing. Something must have blocked the data transfer. Sarah turned to look at me slowly. Her eyes were red and swollen. I kept my face completely neutral. That's so weird. I wonder what happened. She stared at me for a long moment. Then her eyes went wide. The charger. I tilted my head. What about it? She didn't answer. Just kept staring at me like she was solving a puzzle she didn't want to solve. I smiled softly. You know what? I think I have an extra charger at home you can use. A white one this time. She never touched my stuff again. Jason asked me last week why Sarah suddenly started buying her own everything. I just shrugged and said, maybe she finally grew up. He looked at me suspiciously. What did you do? I plugged in my phone with my brand new charger, the one nobody touches anymore. I just upgraded my setup, that's all.